Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony Pizzas here with another Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 video, and today I'm going to talk to you about teammate controls, triggering player runs, and that's for manual and assisted, the pros and cons of both, and also why this is one of the most effective tools to beating legendary and players online. Triggering player runs will drastically reduce your stamina for that player. I tend to find that Lukaku, I can use it for 3 times, and then by the 60th or 70th minute he will be tired. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. Okay, first I'm going to cover off manual teammate controls, and to select this you just go into your edit personal data, you scroll to the bottom and then flick it from assisted to manual. Okay, so for manual, to trigger player runs, what you need to do is hold the player select, then flick or hold the right stick to select the player. I'll cover off that in a bit more detail why you flick and hold the right stick. Then once you've selected that player, you hold the right stick in the direction you want the player to move. And then once you're happy with their running in the direction there that you want them to, then just release the right stick and player select. Okay, this applies to manual and assisted. So if you want to select a player further in the distance, then you need to hold the right analog stick down and the player select a little bit longer than you normally would. If I was to flick the right analog stick in Lukaku's direction and release, then it would select Ibrahimovic because he's in between the ball carrier and Lukaku. If I want to select Lukaku, I just have to hold the player select button and the right analog stick a little bit longer just to select Lukaku. Now if there's a player beyond Lukaku, I have to hold it down even longer. And you can see that in this example clip here. So there's Ibrahimovic in between me and Martial. So I've selected Martial by holding the right analog stick and player select a little bit longer. Okay, so with manual you have 100% full control of your player. As you can see here, I'm just running in circles with Sanchez using the right analog stick and player select held down at the same time. Once I'm happy with the direction that he's running, I can release the right analog stick and player select and he will run in that direction. Once you've released the player select and right analog stick, you will not be able to reselect that player. So once you've made that run, that's the run he's going to make. You can only set one player run at a time, and that applies for manual and assisted. One of the benefits of manual is that you can come short or go backwards with a player, so that provides support for the ball carrier. When you release the right analog stick and player select buttons, your player will only make a run for 3 seconds in that desired direction. This is very effective against legendary and online opposition. Okay, now we're going to cover off assisted. So once again, go into your edit personal data and select assisted for teammate controls. Here are the instructions to trigger a player run on assisted. So you just hold the player select, flick or hold the right analog stick in the direction of the player that you want to make a horizontal run towards the opponent's goal, and then release your controls. So once again, hold the player select, flick or hold the right analog stick in the direction of the player that you want to make the run, and then they will make a horizontal run towards goal. When playing against superstar or legend difficulty against the AI, then I like to send my midfielders running from deep, and you can usually play a ball over the top if they're not being followed or man marked or tracked. One of the downsides of assisted is they will literally only make horizontal runs, so straight line runs, which usually is easier to defend against online. Triggering player runs online is very effective. Certainly in and around the penalty box, or I personally find it more effective for longer passes. And the reason for that is because you can catch players off guard. So they either have to press the ball carrier or track the runner. If they track the runner, the ball carrier can then take the ball forward. But if they press the ball carrier, then they're open to over the top through ball. If they can't close you down in time, chances are that ball's going over their defence and you're through on goal. So it's very effective online. Okay, so I'm just going to cover off the pros and cons for manual and assisted. So starting with manual, the pros, you've got full control, 100%. You can make diagonal runs, which can drag man markers or defenders away, which can open gaps in the central defence, and you can also support the ball carrier by allowing players to come short. The cons, it's slower than assisted, so right stick to select the player, then you got right stick to set the run direction. The runs only last 3 seconds unless you hold the right stick and player select, and obviously you want to be doing more than just holding those buttons, so you've got to have other fingers free for your other controls. You can't do skills whilst holding the right stick down, so that makes it a bit more tricky. And increases the difficulty of the glitch goal. So if you've not seen the glitch goal in my clinical finishing video number 1, then and the reason for that is because you have to run in a horizontal line. It has to be directly between the 2 defenders, which you'll see in that video anyway. Okay, some of the pros for assisted: trigger player runs quicker. Yeah, so that's a real big advantage of the assisted controls. And runs last longer than manual. They don't seem to expire, they just seem to keep running until they hit the edge of the pitch, which is quite good, I think. But please note that making player runs will drain your player's stamina. And I've not tested it yet, but as manual only runs for 3 seconds, I assume that the stamina won't drain as quickly, but I can't say for sure, so don't quote me on that. As for the cons of assisted, there's no flexibility, so you can't come short to support the ball carrier. Players only run in horizontal straight lines, so it's predictable and easy to defend online at times. My preference is assisted. I don't know what yours is. Please let me know in the comments. But yeah, both have their strengths and weaknesses, and like I said, I prefer assisted. Anyway, I hope you find this tutorial really useful, guys, and please let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, really appreciate that. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you didn't like in the comments, else I can't improve my videos for future. Thanks all, and I will catch you in my next video. Cheers, bye bye, have a great weekend.